Testing, testing. What is this thing? The MV7X. How's everybody doing? I'm Nick Brengle. This is the Honestly I Don't Know podcast. We're starting out talking about this microphone here, the Shure MV7X. I just purchased it a few weeks ago. I'm going to be doing some voiceover, some voice acting things that are coming up, and I wanted to invest in something that sounded pretty good. So you'll tell me how it sounds. Obviously, for since Moses wore short pants, we've been recording with the Rode NT3, and so this is a very different microphone, and it's an XLR microphone. Um, and I believe they make a USB or a MIDI type version for those of you that don't have, if you get an XLR mic, you have to then have the cables and then either your external recording devices or your input devices to the computer that you can, plug things in here and there. So the learning curve is a little different for people that are brand new to any kind of audio at all. And I believe this microphone, I should have looked this up before I started to record. I believe it's like 160, 180 US dollars, somewhere in there. And I think that's kind of a steal for a microphone like this because it comes with, it's already on this mount. This is a different pop filter though. Right, I'm going to take it off. This is actually what goes on I don't know what the name of the microphone is, but the really expensive one, the one that everybody uses on their podcasts, it's like $500 or whatever it is. This is the one that goes on to that microphone, and it's a lot better than the one that comes with this. And for somebody like me who has a lot of, it helps. So I recommend this. I've been recording some cover songs and doing some different tests here and there, and it sounds really great. And also, my wife is downstairs in a meeting talking. So maybe you can hear, maybe you can't after the processing and all of the stuff that I've done. I think it's a very good microphone in situations where you do have a lot going on around because it really stays in this realm. Like I can just get right up on it like this. Man, my hair, I did just get a haircut, but you can't really tell because I don't brush it or do anything before I make these videos because that is like the least of my worries because most of you've seen me before. You know what I look like. This is me, okay? I've got my playoff beard is going. Yeah, there's no lights today, okay? This is the window here. There goes a neighbor of mine. She can't see me. Where this is it. Only this light. I don't have any lights on. This is actually my light back here. It's not even plugged in. It doesn't matter. We're recording to the Zoom F3. As many of you know, our video component is the Blackmagic Pocket 6K with the Sigma 18 to 35 lens on it. I don't know what else to tell you. That's what's going on here. I have these headphones sitting here and they're on. I don't know why we're not even using them. Let's turn them off. Okay. My Beats by Dre or Beats by Apple. I don't know. How does that work now? Anyway, I'm just here to kind of talk about things, catch you up on what the hell is going on in my life. Haven't made a ton of YouTube content this year when it comes to this channel. I have let some of you, if you've listened to this podcast or paid attention, you've known about this other project that I've been working on YouTube that involves a game called DayZ, and that's been going really well. We're getting near 3,000 subscribers, which would be in the realm of like 8 months, which is insane. So that community is growing, and those videos are doing really well, and it's pretty cool. So if you care about that at all, you can find it. If you see me, you can find it, or just ask or anything. Yeah. Other than that, I've had some different projects going on, freelance work. I have a shoot coming up next week with a doctor's office. So really interesting stuff happening. Still been writing a lot and trying to figure out how I can implement and make things happen. I think I've been in sort of a spot of like, I'm not discouraged. I wouldn't call it. I'm not discouraged because I continue to try to find things and discover new things and make things, create things, and just be all in everything that I want to do, whether it's playing music, writing, making videos, making content for my other gaming channel, whatever it is. And, but I have definitely felt the need to think more and like relax and not push myself to do 50 other things on top of the three things that I really want to focus on. Because it can be overwhelming when you have just so many things, so many ideas in here, and you can't really get them all out into reality right now. So yeah, that probably doesn't even make any sense. But yeah, I've been writing a lot, and but I have not. I really have kind of paused on figuring out how to make the things that I'm writing. I'm going to be honest. There's been a few conversations and some different things in the making, and then they kind of fall back down and start from square one. And that's life. That's okay. There's so much going on a daily basis for a lot of us. And it is what it is, right? So on top of creating things from scratch, and then working on freelance projects and editing other projects, and picking up the guitar and just being a human being, this is a bunch of things that are happening. So with all that said, life is good. I'm healthy. I feel good, and I can't really complain when it comes to that. But well, what else should we cover today? When I start these podcasts, I sometimes will have like a little cheat sheet of a few things that maybe I want to go over or discuss. I didn't do that today. I wanted to kind of riff and go off the cusp and just fly by the seat of our pants here and just give you kind of a raw take on here. I've never filmed in this spot. I know I've filmed videos to this direction, but never. I just literally, I'm like right next to the window here using this light, and I've set the camera there. It's not even level. Like, it's half on a carpet, a rug. It doesn't matter. It doesn't, we're in focus. Sure. I think we're at f3.2 maybe. Does it matter? I don't think it matters. But anyway, yeah, that's really what's been going on. And I'm now in the stages of psychosis and figuring out how I am going to navigate this complicated formula that is to make a film, to find a group of people. Actually, I think I know quite a few people, but the issue is wrangling all those people together and figuring out how to fund a project so that everybody gets paid and so that it's done in the right way and that it is beautiful and stunning and it comes out how you envisioned it as this miracle piece of artwork, which every film is just, even if it's the worst movie ever, it's a freaking miracle that it was ever made. Pretty much any of these videos are a miracle, right? I don't know how any of this stuff works. I just press buttons. It happens. I click some stuff. I drag some sliders. I upload it. And then you get to see whatever this is. So, I did watch that movie with Adam Sandler, Spaceman. It was okay, not bad. I do wish it was longer, a little more maybe story from the book that they could have put into the movie. I thought it was rushed at the beginning, and I never had that full emotional connection. And that was just my take, my review. My wife really loved it. She was crying at the end of it. So definitely, it just depends on who you are. I enjoyed the cinematography. Adam Sandler, who I love, I think is an incredible actor. Obviously, his comedic performances are incredible, but his dramatic performances are really, really, really good. If you have never seen Punch Drunk Love or Rain Over Me or Uncut Gems, all incredible performances. I thought this movie, he had to lean so heavily into this solitude, this despair, this type of communication that was very monotone. Wasn't my favorite, but I mean, it wasn't that he was bad. It's just I think that's what the character was calling for. So maybe it just wasn't my cup of tea, I guess. But yeah, it was, it was worth watching. So if you haven't seen it, again, it definitely as like a film person, it is worth checking out. What else have we have been rewatching Schitt's Creek for probably, I think this is the third time, and a lot of I love rewatching things and seeing it over and over again, and picking out different things from it, and it really helps me in writing. Like it's hard for me to like quantify how it helps me, but I think the best way to explain it is, you watch something for the first time, you have no idea what's going to happen, right? You don't, no clue, the plot, nothing. You just watch it through, and you typically pick up on the big pieces, right? The A story, the B story, whatever it is. You pick up on the main attraction, I guess, of what's happening. And as you rewatch a show over and over again, even just like the same episode, you'll naturally, your brain kind of, we already know this thing that's happening and this thing that's happening. So we don't have to think about it anymore. It just is it's there. It's like moving your hands around. You don't have to think about it, right? Make a fist. You don't have to think about it. So you're watching this show, you've seen it before, but now you're picking up on the nuances of each character and the type of language that they use, why they're saying what they're saying, the way they move, the way the stories come together, they weave in and out of each other, how a character can complement a storyline and another character can take away from that. So there's just so many intertwining details that I've been picking up on that helps me when I just sit down to jot things down for the things I'm writing, and just to think about, again, with no training, I didn't go to school to be a writer. I didn't, this is just being self-taught of how to understand how stories are to be told, and so yeah, I really, really, really encourage people to pick out some of those favorite television shows or movies that you really. TV is much easier because you can digest episode by episode. Movies, it's different, hour and a half, 2 hours, whatever, and it could be overwhelming as you rewatch. I'm going to rewatch Oppenheimer. It's like, gee, really? Oh my God. But anyway, oh, maybe we're too dark now, huh? It doesn't matter. Are we too dark now? What do we care, right? I just took like a 10-minute break. We were just rolling. It didn't even matter. What else did I want to mention? I recently found out that a project I was an editor on won a Webby Award, which is incredibly exciting. It was a large team of people. I can only take a very tenth of a percent credit for that, because the people that brought me onto the project and executed all of the production and the producing, those people are absolutely incredible. They know who they are over at Subminimal, Othello and Courtney, and that whole crew of people that produced some incredible content that I was just privileged enough to, put the story together and make it hopefully look and sound as good as they needed it to. So that was kind of cool to hear, for them, for sure, and just to be able to help complement what they're trying to do. I'm not really a credit guy. I don't, I imagine I'm the guy who wins the Academy Award, and I'm like, Mom, Dad, wife, thank you. Okay, see you guys later. Um, it's just not. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I just want to make stuff, and I just want to, be a part of things. I don't really need the validation as much. If you all give me that, that's great. But yeah, so that happened. Um, oh God, what else? Let's just cut to whatever we're going to wrap up with here. I don't know. What to expect. I keep saying that. I've said that probably in the last podcast that was months ago. I don't know what you should expect. What really pushes me here on this platform is the community, is the engagement. So, yeah, I mean, I'm just putting it out there. The more you engage with me, the more questions that you ask, the more problems that you need me to solve, things like that. I am definitely here to do that, and that helps me to want to create and push stuff out for sure. So, yeah, I don't. This is just a really random podcast, and I honestly, I do not know. I do not know. Um, Everything you're watching here was color graded using Dehancer film emulation, and that's not like a paid sponsorship. I just proudly promote Dehancer, and if you just happen to use the code below to purchase Dehancer, yes, I get a portion of that, but they don't pay me to say anything. They never have. So they're just incredible people over there making a life changing product. It's a life changing product for a color grader, a film editor, a YouTuber, uh, whoever you are. Even if you don't, no, you need to be in the film industry. Yeah, why would you? You would never use it anyway. Well, you could use the photo app. They have a iOS app, Dehancer. You can edit your photos and your videos on your phone. It has like a yearly subscription, which I'm not a huge fan of, but that's another conversation because most of these things, that's just how it is. I get it. They're doing updates. They don't want things to be pirated and somehow people are. I get it. I understand why it's being done, but it's just not really. It's not my thing. But anyway, okay. Honestly, I don't know if you were here. I appreciate you because you're probably one of the real ones. Okay, of all the subscribers and all the people in all the lands that are coming to this particular video right in this moment. You are incredible. So hit the like button. Drop me a comment down below. Let me know how you're doing. Ask me a question, something. Well, we can do something. What do people want? I don't know. I mean, I've spent so many years just pushing and pushing and pushing, and not that we've seen a downfall or anything like that. It's just my own navigating through whatever this time is and trying to put my time and effort into things that bring me happiness, bring joy. And I hope none of this comes across as like sad or any. That's not what we're trying to do here. I'm just being honest with you. I just want to just speak as a human and as a person that is, living in this world that we live in. So, and trying to cement my place in this, everlasting. Everlasting. That's the dumbest word I've used today. I'm gonna stop, but yeah, go have a great day, great night, great morning. Go eat your vegetables and don't curse at people. Don't honk at people. Be nice to people. Say hi to the person that's walking past you in your neighborhood. I'm not saying when you're in the city and you're passing 100 people, you need to wave at everybody, but be kind to people. Give people the benefit of the doubt when you can. Tip your waiters and waitresses. Tip the service industry in general. Take care of your parents. Take care of your loved ones. If there's a bug in your house, don't kill it. Try to catch it and put it outside, unless it's a cockroach. That's murder, right? That you've got to commit murder. If it's a cockroach, it's always murder. Anything else, if it's possible, get it outside. If you see a stray cat and you have cats, don't pet that cat probably, or wash your hands maybe after you pet the cat. If you haven't watched Curb Your Enthusiasm, you should watch that show. The Sopranos is the greatest show of all time. The Leftovers is number 2. After that, it's a toss-up, doesn't even matter. And it's like 50 degrees here, and it's almost May. What is going on? I do not know. Honestly, I don't know. So I'm Nick Brengle. This has been a very interesting video, a very interesting podcast. I apologize for how awkward and bizarre it is, but not really, because this is just who I am. And tonight I'm gonna eat fish and chips. I'm gonna watch a playoff hockey game, and hopefully I'll be happy at the end of this said game. If not, whatever. I'll live a long time, hopefully, and there'll be so much hockey. It doesn't even. I mean, how many seasons will there be? If I live till I'm 80, I got like 50 more seasons, so it doesn't even matter. Okay.